We must change the way we farm. We must change the way in which we use water, synthetic chemicals, and a variety of other things that we do today to feed the growing population in the world. Science-based agricultural solutions can save lives when we put this work into the hands of small and landless farmers. We can change the way people grow food, the way people access food, and where food is located. Food can now be located in urban environments, in deserts, as well as in jungles. We can feed the communities that live around those farms with just a very few techniques in which we merge controlled environment agriculture and land-based growing. The Industrial Revolution put us in a place that we have to now turn back time. Agricultural systems can repair our earth. We are able to grow food using science-based solutions to do it faster, better, and a higher quality amount of food provided. When we intensely cultivate land, we are releasing carbon into the atmosphere. This carbon release actually could be repaired. If we were to increase carbon by 3 to 4% in all of our agricultural lands worldwide, we would actually be able to change the way and the amount of effects that have happened since the Industrial Revolution. We can do this. We must change the way we grow food. So where are we today? So let's talk about soil health. When we talk to farmers today, they're saying, well, my great-grandfather did it this way and it was all right. Yes, but today we know better and we can do better. As an example, we use about 1% of the carbon in our soil. We overuse this by monocropping, not doing other things to repair the soil after we have already harvested out of it. The soil deserves an opportunity to be able to regenerate and be able to grow better. We also have different solutions for soil health and management. Replanting trees on our farms, pushing in riparian track, and conservation on our farms can actually help repair, because we know in the science of soil that the trees talk to the plants. Everything in our regenerative agriculture space is connected. Planting more trees allows for carbon sequestration. Building more farms in places that have traditionally not been seen as farming, on lands that are already scarred, and putting farms in those places using least invasive, less harmful chemicals on those places and recirculating the waters. Land-based seafood, land-based farming traditionally has been thought of as not congruent. We see them as an opportunity to work together. We know that land-based farmers are needing certain things that come out of the oceans. We know that we need to not harvest the oceans so much. But this opportunity that we have before us using the science that has been proven to work, we are able to change the way people access seafood as well as produce using just a few different thoughts, just a few different techniques. And they don't require a lot of money, they just require different thinking. We must think about how to farm those shrimp and things that people eat out of the ocean in a different way. Now, is shrimp boating and shrimping a way of the watermen and of the past? Yes. Do shrimp do something in the ecosystem? Well, yes. But must we do it the way we've always done it? Can we do it differently? Very important keystone species, or they can be very important to the ecosystem in the area. And if they're caught as bycatched and not released, they become dead and the system becomes depleted over time. You can't keep trawling the system and over time expect us to be able to replenish the things that are trawled up. We work to teach people, the next generation of aquaculturists, watermen, waterwomen, how to farm differently, how to farm those shrimp or other marine species on land to be able to save our planet while feeding our people and making a profit.
Utilizing controlled environments, aquaponics allows for crops of the highest quality to be grown from seed to harvest in as little as 30 days, with a fraction of the land and water needed for traditional farming. And being a closed-loop system means no effluent, fertilizers, or pesticides ever leaves the farm. This is very important to Angela because worldwide aquaponics is only a short walk away from the St. Johns River.
Phosphorus has the potential to harm this river. The way Angela is doing things, she doesn't have to pick a rate. She doesn't have to say, I want to apply 100 pounds of phosphorus per acre in order to make my potatoes productive. She gets to say, I'm going to produce phosphorus naturally through my fish waste, and I'm going to give my plants the opportunity to take up as much phosphorus as they want. And what they don't want to use will just get recycled back into the waste stream. And that is a beautiful model for our future.
She was able to shut down almost, 3.5 million gallons of water a day of discharge into this estuary. And that is hugely powerful. That affects us, everybody from right up through Hastings all the way up into Jacksonville and the estuaries all the way around Jacksonville and the St. Johns River. Angela's aquaponics is groundbreaking in all senses of how she goes about it, from the way she staffs it to the way she cultivates the plants. She's basically restructuring the way you can utilize a property like this or a farm.
So how can we do this regenerative agriculture thing? Obviously, we can reduce water consumption. We can do soil health. We can build soil health. We can do microscopic. We can do all the science. But it requires us. It requires us to do this. We must think of a community as a community of people working forward for generations much past us. We are planting trees today that for the shade we will never sit under. We must do our soil and grow food differently so that 200 years from now, our future generations are not looking back at us when we had the opportunity to change the way people access food.